What's the word, YouTube? It's your boy Big Will. We're back with another episode of Life After Prison TV. In here, we're just gonna watch the way that these predators, how do you get taken down? And just watch what they do, right? You'll hear how it's not the children that reach out to these adults. It's not the children that are going looking for companionship, and they're not. It's sick. It is sick. The community, the people, the way that the internet has allowed these predators to engage with our children so easily. And it's sad, right? Because nowadays, kids, babies, little babies, they're growing up with phones or tablets, devices in their hands. It's the times they live in. In my times, we didn't have that stuff as kids, right? So we didn't have to worry about that. But the kids nowadays, when the mother's doing laundry or housework, whatever, she's working from home, or they're giving the kid a tablet. They're giving the kid a device to watch television, right? And the kids throwing on videos and they're throwing on YouTube or whatever, but you see these kids, their little fingers run, and they start exploring on the internet, right? And they get into the app store, and they're one of the problems, I think. I believe that children under 18, or even these chat apps, that they should be age verified, right? And you should have to buy them. They should not be free for children just to download a dating app. And this is what happens. Let's watch.
For what? For hanging out with somebody that I didn't even hang out with?
An undercover sting operation in Florida nabbed 20 men allegedly planning to meet up with children for sex.
Our hope is here that these charges will hit them very hard, and they will be out of our society for quite a few years, and not out here preying on these children.
Lieutenant Paul Bloom with the Marion County Sheriff's Office tells Law and Crime Network the suspects range in age from 22 to 79 years old.
What we do is bring all of our detectives in, and they will usually start just getting online, different chat rooms. And I've had a lot of people ask me, what chat rooms are they using? I want to protect my kids. Well, if you just go to the app store and type in dating chat, you will scroll and you will scroll and you will scroll, because there's endless numbers of them. So we get on some of the main ones and just start putting ourselves out there. And they're posing as in this operation, 14 and 15-year-old children.
And you heard what he said. The 20 that they arrested are ranging from the age of 22 to 79 years old. In their late 70s. And you see I did a couple of shots recently. Age does not matter. I just found a predator in my area, in my city, and he's on the offenders registry list, right? And he's 79 years old or 76 years old or something. And he was arrested last year for indecent assault and battery on a child under 14. And I give his picture and his name, right? So everybody in my area or any area should be able to see this. It should definitely be public aware, right? But age doesn't matter. And they're looking for these kids, and it goes back to what I just said about the apps. They're able to get on these apps for free and search out our children. Google should be held accountable. There should be some kind of class action lawsuit to shut these apps down so that the predators can't get to our kids that easily. If the kids have to buy the app and they don't have the funds because they don't have a job, or they need to provide, a credit card or something that shows that they're above age, their legal age, it lessens the chance. And don't get me wrong, there's always a way, but it won't be so easy. Shout out to Long Crime for shooting this video too.
And both boys and girls. And when these people reach out to them, the detectives will always make it clear, look, I am 14 years old, or I'm 15 years old. Is that a problem? And invariably, these people are like, no, it's no problem. We can meet up, we can talk, and they start sending explicit pictures to what they think is a child. And one of the sad parts there is that this is taking place, a lot of it, 3:30 in the afternoon, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, when kids may be home and parents away at work, or even late after hours when parents have gone to bed and they're trying to target their audience, so to speak.
Bloom says what's most disturbing may be that officers posing as children don't reach out to any suspects. Instead, the suspects reach out to them, believing them to be teenagers.
We just join these chat rooms, and we have obviously some fake profile photos of ourselves, and when you look at these photos, you go, okay, that's probably not an 18-year-old. So we don't go looking for them. We just get in these rooms, and these predators will come looking for you. They are the ones that are hunting, that are fishing for these children, and they find us. They will start to say, hey, you look cute. What's your name? Hey, and just start some sort of little conversation with them, and then that leads us into talking more with them.
And he said it, that, when they put their picture out there and they're posing, when they don't reach out to the predators reach out to them. And they tell them, listen, I'm 14, I'm 15 years old, is that a problem? Like, no, that's not a problem. And he said it, they get repeat offenders, right? So they have guys and girls, but 9 out of 10 times it's guys, right? That have been arrested doing this before. And they're that desperate, they're that sick, they're that perverted that they go back again and do it. And you've seen videos where he done stings, right? And the guy's sitting there and he says, oh, I just felt that this wasn't right. And it's like, what, you're going to keep going? It's like playing a scratch ticket. You're going to keep going until you hit the jackpot and you get that one kid that you can rape and take advantage of, and then what? You're going to keep going on with them and until until they become sick enough and they kidnap the kid or something worse. They unalive the child. Like, these are the things that happen in life. These kids disappear. These sick predators become obsessed with children. And it goes far beyond what they're looking for. And you get guys like this, a tough guy, right? Young guy. Now, you just look at the guy, right? And looking at him, I would assume he can get a woman, right? He didn't look like he was that deranged or, degenerate or whatever. The mind is a degenerate thing, but, like, physically, he didn't look that degenerate. Like, you could get a girl or something, but right away, you seen the anger problem come out. For what? Hang with someone that I didn't get to hang. I didn't even hang with. You didn't because they were a cop. That's why you didn't hang with them. But if it wasn't a cop, you would have. And you would have did the thing that you showed up to do. Have sex with a child. So yeah. And when you start talking to them and you're doing online pictures and things of that nature, it's a crime. The talk. The explicit talk with a child, it's a crime. I didn't do nothing wrong. Yeah, you did. You told a minor that you wanted to have sex with him. Of course it's a crime. Unbelievable.
Very, very quickly, and I tell you, the scripts from some of these arrest reports would just turn your stomach.
The more than a dozen arrests came as part of the so-called MAP Mirage sting operation, MAP standing for Minor Attracted Persons. Bloom says it's the third year of the operation where the Marion County Sheriff's Office pairs with state and federal law enforcement agencies.
Each time just gets a little bit bigger. And one of the statistics that I put out there is when we did this in 2021, we had 30 people that were online chatting and trying to meet up with juveniles, and we arrested some of those. The following year, that number went way up to 89 people last year. This year, there was over 100 people that they were chatting with and that were trying to meet up children for sex.
Bloom said,
okay. In a couple years span, it went from 31 people to over 100 people out there looking for children. And I like I say, it's so easy for them nowadays. The internet has become a double-edged sword in our life, in our society. You know, it helps so many people become millionaires and get on with their lives and become successful, and then it becomes so easy for children to run away and they meet people in different states or countries, and they run away, or the person comes down from another state and kidnaps a child, and some kids are just looking for, they're lonely and they're in an abusive house, and so they're just looking for a friend to talk to, and people end up taking advantage of a child and preying on their innocence, and it's there's got to be better, I don't know, laws or ways of monitoring it. These chat rooms, they got to be monitored live or something. There's got to be. There has to be a different way, man. Sheepers.
Who says the suspects chat with who they believe are children and often send pornographic images. After that, some agree to meet up.
The scary thing, I think, is that for any parent is that, yes, these people will travel hours to come find your child if they're out there and they're on these chat rooms and meeting these people. A lot of them that just decided, I'll come meet you at a convenience store or at the mall, and they're willing to travel to meet this child, to take them somewhere.
They say, I what did I do wrong? I just came to hang out with somebody. So you show up to hang out with a 14-year-old with a backpack with condoms, some alcohol, some weed, a rope, some rubber gloves. What the hell is you gonna do with all that shit? Come on. Your intention is just come sit and talk about video games, right?
And hopefully have sex with a 14 or 15-year-old. So some of them had not gotten to that point where they were going to come travel to meet a child, but they were still willing to send explicit pictures the whole time, asking for those same pictures back from the child and trying to promote child pornography. So their charges still very steep charges they're facing as well, even though they didn't travel.
The suspects face charges of transmitting harmful material to a minor, traveling to meet a minor, or various child abuse charges. Bloom says each of the 20 men arrested face multiple charges. 10 of the suspects are still in custody in the Marion County Jail, while the other 10 have since been released on bond. Disturbingly,
and when they're bonded out, what do you think they're doing? Even if their phone or something gets confiscated for evidence, it's not that hard to go get a burner phone, and they go right back at it. And instead of getting on Catfish or Plenty Fish or whatever the site they get caught on, they use the next one. Just like the officer said. You go in and type in dating app, and they just keep going. They just keep going. The sites just keep going. You get any app, and then you sign on and find the next child that fucking sick perverts, man. They deserve to be castrated.
Bloom says some of the suspects are repeat offenders.
A lot of law enforcement officers will tell you the same thing, that it's frustrating. You do rearrest some of the same people, the same offenders.
Other suspects attempted to meet up with multiple.
Look at him. Not the stereotype, but what's he gonna do? He's gonna go hang with a kid? You know what he's gonna do. Just look at him. He's going to take advantage of a young kid, and there's something wrong with that guy. You can tell. Look at his head. Look at his eyes. His demeanor. There's something wrong with him. It's not just that he got arrested. He got caught. There's going to be something psychologically wrong with the guy. And, the consensus always is, I was raped as a child. I was molested. And so you know how that feels inside you, so you fucking do it to another kid? You know what it done to you. You know the pain and hurt it's done to you. So why the fuck would you do it to another kid? It makes no sense. They always use that excuse. Well, I was molested as a kid. And so you lived with that and you hated your fucking offender. So what do? You're going to do it to another kid? And what is it? The cycle just keeps on going until... Come on. Don't give me that fucking bullshit, man. It's fucking sick, man.
Detectives started a third and then a fourth conversation, and lucky for us, all four of those conversations were with our detectives. So I said his luck, he did not even. So I said his luck, he did not even be buying lottery tickets. His luck had run out. So just how many people they're trying at one time to talk to is just surprising.
Once arrested, Bloom says suspects have a wide variety of reactions, though many go into denial.
I did nothing wrong. But what? Was hanging out with somebody that I didn't even hang out with?
Parents especially, speak up, stand up, and you're standing up for your kids. You're speaking up for your kids. And let your elected officials know, listen, this is very serious to us. Your state legislators all the way down to your county judges, letting them know how concerned you are that this is happening. These people are allowed to be back out in society, not learning, not changing, but committing the same egregious offenses.
Experts say the best way to keep your kids safe is to keep an open dialogue about difficult conversations. They also say it's important to know who they're chatting with and on what social media platforms. Reporting for Long Crime Network, I'm Sierra Gillespie.
It goes, like I say, it's the kids that they're alone, right? And they feel isolated and they got no friends and things like that, right? They got low self-esteem, and it feels good to chat with someone to give them attention, right? But the child has to know. You gotta talk with your children about the dangers of people manipulating kids. It's crazy. And you just heard what he said. That how many kids, how many different people are they talking to at one time? They're talking to 4 or 5 kids and see which one bites. And one day you might, I'll set up plans to go see this one on Monday and that one on Tuesday. Well, I personally think when they get caught doing this, there should be no bail. There should be a dangerous hearing, right? And there should be no bail. And when convicted or charged, They don't get let go. They don't get a little slap on the wrist or some probation. It should be attempted kidnapping, attempted sexual. There's got to be some kind of laws that they can do to keep these people away from your children. Keep them locked up. Arrested them, they get bailed out, and they're out doing the same shit the next night. I don't know. Shout out to Long Crime. Let me know what you all think. It's your boy Big Will. Hey, don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel, it helps me out, and we'll hope to see you on the next one. Hit that notification bell too. When we do these videos, you'll get confirmation. You just might see somebody in your area. Just might see somebody in your neighborhood that will protect your children. So hit that bell, hit that like and subscribe, and share the videos. I appreciate you. Life After Prison TV. It's your boy Big Will. Peace.